There is no harm done. All forms of good, nothing but share and peace. No. No, not such perdition as you heard, tied to any creature in the vessel, which thou hearst cry, which thou sawest sing. Sit down. For thou must now reprove.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stop.
The hour now come. The very minute bids thee, O kind ear, obey and be attentive. Can thou remember?
Good sir, I do.
Now the condition. He who neighbour, being an enemy, to me, invigorated, hearkened to the suit, which was of thee, and thee of premises, of homage, now I know not how much tribute, should presently extirpate me from mine. Out be Jupiter, and confer firm alliance with all the honours of my brother, whereon treacherous Ari levied for midnight.
How came then we ashore?
By providence divine. Some food we had, some fresh water, that our noble Neapolitan Gonzalo, out of his charity, being then appointed master of this divine, to give us, with rich garments, linen, stuffs, and necessaries, which since have studied much, so of his gentleness, knowing I lived my book, he furnished me from mine own library, known thenceforth, by accident most strange, bountiful fortune. Now, my dear lady, half mine enemy, brought to this shore, and by my prescience I have found the genus that depend upon a most suspicious star, whose influence is now I court, not in it, my fortune, whatever attribute. Here, peaceful question, thou art inclined to sleep.
Will.
Come away, my servant, come and save me now.
All hail, great master.
Hast thou script performed to the point, the Tempest of my ability?
To every article.
My brave spirit, so firm, so constant, that the toil was checked.
Not his sorrow.
Of the kingship,
Safely in harbour.
make thyself like a nymph of the sea, be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball. Go, take this drink, and hither come and go. Hence. Thou poisonous thing, come forth!
This island's mine. My secret is my mother.
Thou most lying slave! You sought to violate the honor of my daughter!
You taught me my language, and my profit on 'tis. I know how to curse. The red plague rid you for learning me your language.
Hark, siege! Hence, fetch us in fuel and be quick, thou best, to answer the business. Shug thou, malice, if thou neglect, shall thou testimony by command. I'll rack thee with all clamps, fill thy bones with aches, make thee war.
No! Pray thee. Wait up.
seldom meets sorrow, but when it does for a good cause.
Noble Sebastian, the less thy fortune sleep, die, rather, whist whiles thou are we.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, if heed me. Which to do troubles thee over.
Well, I am stout water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Do so to ebb. Hereditary sloth instructs me.
Oh! If you but knew how you the purpose cherish, whilst thus you mock it, how, in stripping it, you more invest it, ebbing men, indeed, most often do so near the bottom row, by their own fears.
Prithee, say on. The setting of thine eye and cheek proclaim a manner from thee, and a birth indeed, which throws thee much fatigue.
Thus, sir, although this lord of weak remembrance, this who shall be of as little memory, when he is earth, hath here almost persuade, for he's a spirit of persuasion, only profess to persuade. The king his son's alive, 'tis as impossible that he is undrowned, and he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Oh, out of that no hope, what great hope have you? No hope that way is, another way so high a hope that even ambition cannot pierce a wink beyond. But without discovery there, you will grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned.
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's the next heir of Naples?
Clarabelle.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my president. As thou gost Milan, I'll become by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free them from the tribute which thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo.
Why are you drawn, Sebastian?
Even now, while we were securing your repose, we heard a rumbling like bulls, or rather lions.
Strange. Anyway, let's lead off this ground and make further search for my poor son. How came then we ashore?
Now poisonous lake come Hag seeds, hence, fetch us in fuel, and be quick, thou best, to answer the business. Shrug thou, Malice?
Louis, actually. Noble Sebastian, thou lest thy fortune sleep, die, rather, whist. What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too, if heed me. Wish to do trebles the That's what it says.
I think it says
O-E-R.
Oh.
I'll teach you how to flow. Retake that. That's about it. I'll teach you how to flow.
Do so to above.
Do so to above.
Do also to ebb the hereditary.